Authorities are investigating after a 37-year-old man was fatally shot. At around 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday the 1st of August, authorities responded to the 5300 block of South Low Avenue in the back of the Yards neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois, and reports of shots fired. When officers arrived, they found an unresponsive man in the vehicle with gunshot wounds to his back. Medics transported him to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. The victim's been identified as Jeffrey Henson. Police said the man was driving along South Low Avenue when someone in a black SUV opened fire. No arrests have been made to date, and the motive of the attack is unclear as the investigation into the matter continues. A 54-year-old man is behind bars for stabbing a man in the head with a flagpole at a Sonic drive-in restaurant. At around 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday the 2nd of August, authorities were called to the Sonic at 1133 West 81st Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma on reports of a stabbing. When officers arrived, they found a man with a flagpole through his head. Police said the pole went through the bottom of his mouth and out the right side of his head near the temple. The American flag was still attached to the pole at the time. Witnesses told police they saw Clinton Collins charge the victim and stab him with the flagpole through his head. After stabbing the victim, Clinton then said that's what he gets. He deserved it. Firefighters arrived and had to cut part of the flagpole in order to fit the man into the ambulance. The victim is expected to survive, but police believe he'll likely lose an eye. Clinton was arrested and charged with maiming after former conviction of a felony and is held at the Tulsa jail. The relationship between the victim and Clinton is unknown, and the motive of the attack is unclear as the investigation into the matter continues. A 49-year-old woman is behind bars for fatally assaulting a 78-year-old mother during a confrontation at her home. At around 3:10 p.m. on Tuesday the 27th of June, authorities responded to 11912 71st Avenue North in Maple Grove, Minnesota on report of domestic abuse and met with a 78-year-old female victim. The victim, identified as Sheila Wobbeking, rented out a home to her daughter Nicole Wobbeking. The mother allegedly went to the residence to confront her daughter about unpaid rent and problems with some of the neighbours. Nicole didn't answer, but eventually Sheila went into the home and her daughter started yelling obscenities at her. She slapped her mother on the right side of her face, pushed her down several stairs, and hit her in the ribs and hips with a can of unopened pasta sauce. Eventually Sheila managed to exit the home and called 911 and waited for help. Officers and medics transported her to a local hospital, where she was later released. 2 days later, police took Nicole into custody for questioning. Nicole made several statements about her mother being her landlord and coming into the residence without permission, and admitted to pushing her mother down the stairs. She was charged with misdemeanor 5th-degree domestic assault and was released. On the 30th of June, police learned that Sheila suffered a broken ankle from the attack, and the charge against Nicole was upgraded to felony 3rd-degree domestic assault. Nicole was arrested and booked into the Hennepin County Jail. On the 5th of July, police were called to Sheila's home in Plymouth after she suffered a medical emergency. Officers attempted life-saving measures, but she died from her injuries. On the 1st of August, the Hennepin County Medical Examiner said that Sheila died from a blood clot brought on by injuries from the attack. The Maple Grove Police Department said a decision on charges related to the homicide is currently pending. Nicole remains at the Hennepin County Jail on a $40,000 bail as the investigation into the matter continues. 36-year-old Shannon Carr is behind bars after a 7-year-old son was found fatally shot inside her home. At 2:17 a.m. on Friday the 4th of August, authorities responded to the residence along Main Street in Moulton, Alabama, after Shannon called 911 to report her son had been shot. When police arrived, they met with Shannon outside the house, and she told them that her son was dead inside. Officers went inside the premises and found the unresponsive boy. The Lawrence County coroner pronounced the boy dead at 2:55 a.m. and said that the boy had been shot at close range and sustained 2 gunshot wounds. The coroner added that Shannon was the only one at the home at the time. Shannon was arrested and charged with capital murder of a victim less than 14 years old. At just after 4 a.m. she was booked into the Lawrence County Jail without bond. A preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 23rd of August. The investigation into the matter continues.